Boom, 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 boom. No, sorry about that. I was just driving around in circles looking for a spot. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Give me a minute. Just take a second. My favorite spot's open, and I'm going to take it. This morning on Driving with Dr. Freedom. I'm going to move an astounding few feet over. Because why? I like parking right next to the plant manager. Ah! It's gonna blow! Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, I was circling around over there for a few minutes because sometimes people will leave, and sure enough, today nobody is. So I wound up over here in front of the admin building per usual. Ugh. But at least the lighting's better over here. You can see my ugly mug. So I'll give you a few extra minutes this morning, but then I got to run inside. Okay, so I sat down and I watched the Eccleston clip. Talk about a fan service moment. Because there's no way in hell the BBC is going to sack Russell T Davies, Julie Gardner, Jane Tratner, and Phil Collinson. Because the show has been a hit. And it has once again been a hit. Come on, there's like 9 million views on the Star Beast, and these a-holes are running around going, the show is a woke failure. I just saw Goof Monic, or whatever you want to call him, because I keep picturing, the Nardi as goofy with glasses and a beard. Well, hilt, the show's going woke. I, as a comic book shop owner, I know all about everything. I even know how to scrub out my own toilet. Oh, gosh. I'm not kidding. It just amazes the living crap out of me. Now, the only reason I caught it is because he was doing this interview on some page, and I was like, oh, okay, I gotta hear this. And he just happened to mention it, and I'm like, that's funny, because I knew people who were comic book shop owners who didn't get off. Well, then again, this was back in the days before there was barely anything called an internet, but they tended to see both sides of things. They didn't just declare some of these guys out there are acting like Ncuti Gatwa and Russell T Davies showed up at their house, with SA-80s, and pointed them at the family and said, watch this and absorb our, rhetoric. Here we go, we've got this 2,000-year-old Time Lord. You see, because the Goofronic is still denying the whole timeless child thing and all that. I was like, dude, it's not going away. RTD's in charge now for the next who knows how many years, and he's already declared when he had Tennant say the line, "I'm like a billion years old." Yeah, it's there's the giggle. And other than the whole pronoun thing and all that nonsense, I didn't care. I still enjoyed the show. I don't know why people are making such a big deal over pronouns. The people I know and respect will usually call me by name. And what they refer to me off in private, I don't give a shit. But that's my argument. You're going to reach that age sooner or later where the IDGAS or the IDGAF, what do you call it, philosophy is going to fully embrace into your brain. Now, a lot of people are going, what is IDGAF or IDGAS? And I'm like, very simple. I don't give a shit, or I don't give a, remember that. Trust me, I'm just getting more and more moronic, these things. Then, like I said, you got the one guy going, when he was doing the bit about Eccleston, I stopped watching the show at this point, and he'll be like, I couldn't get into it, but then goes into this big line of rhetoric about what's wrong with the show. I'm like, you just in one of the very first lines of your video said you don't even watch the damn show. Yet you're going to sit here and guideline us into your agenda about why it's wrong. But that's the one that freaked me out the most. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. Are people this blind that they're missing the most obvious thing at the very beginning of this video that he does? And this wasn't Goofronic. This was somebody else. But like I said, you got all these channels that, now, like this one guy, my favorite one was somebody going, we're back. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this was the same guy who got invited to a screening who was screaming NMD and Doctor Who RIP, but he gets to go to openings and all that and claim that he's responsible for this big new innovation that's in the new TARDIS. Yet, no, it had nothing to do with the fact that Ruth Madeley was a guest star. But... Lady G, you are being too politically incorrect. I just had to clear another one of your comments. But okay. But as I said, the views on the specials are already far better. And like I said, I had somebody in the comments last week, what do you call it, trounced Jodie's ratings and all that. And I go, I'm not even typing back to these anymore because they failed to miss the obvious, problem. When Whittaker and Chibnall were on, somebody in the BBC decided to move the show to Sunday. So you can't really compare Saturday night ratings to Sunday night ratings. And considering the fact that, like I said, if you go back and look at the charts, the ratings of it had been slowly going down since the Smith era. And it wasn't Smith's fault. It wasn't Capaldi's fault. It was, they did keep playing around. They kept moving the times around on the show. B, they kept moving around when it aired. C, they kept skipping. They skipped years, and they also had the split season. And that pisses people off. Okay, it doesn't work. All right, folks, I just looked at the time. I am so sorry we're going to be a bit short today. I may try to pop in on you later. Maybe we'll do some Friday night Fallout, but like I said, viewers on Friday night for that aren't really that big, and like I said, I mainly just do that for fun. So if you want to tune in, go ahead, or I may even just sit down tonight and do a compilation of all the videos that I've seen, because I've been keeping them stacked in my watch later so I can show you some of the moronic titles and some of the moronic content these guys come up with. It's like yellow journalism at its finest. All right, well, take care, everyone. I'll catch you on the flip side. If I don't catch you tonight, I'll catch you Monday morning. Take care, everyone.